So we are mukbanging today, okay? And I have some red and yellow peppers with garlic and green beans. And I have a sweet potato with a little bit of cinnamon on it. And we're gonna mukbang it. And we got some water. Okay?
Mama,
Can you try a little bit of your sweet
Mama,
potato?
I eat it.
It's good, right?
Mama, I wanna see the video now, cause
You have to eat.
these.
Okay.
Mama, I eat these.
Okay, well, eat a little more.
I eat.
We about to mukbang it out together, y'all.
Mama, I eat already.
If you didn't hear what I was saying, what we eating, I made some sweet potato with a little bit of cinnamon on it, and I have some garlic, yellow, red pepper, and green beans together, and so we're gonna mukbang it out. I wanted to get on here and cook this for you guys, but I was doing way too much at one time, and I kind of burnt the green beans with the, but it's all good. I'm not pleased. It's still really good. I'm gonna take the skin off my sweet potato. Ooh, that's hot. But it's so good, y'all. Hey. Do what? Can you try some of your sweet potato?
Mama, I try one piece. Look, Mama.
It's so good.
I try it. Mama,
Mm-hmm.
look at my mouth orange. I ate
Oh,
it.
wow. Do you like it?
Yeah. Can I see the video now?
Hold on. Eat your food so we can go.
So we can go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna go outside.
I'm so kind of mad I burnt it away. Why ain't tripping?
Oh,
It's so good. What did y'all eat today? Or what do y'all want to eat today? Let me find out you eating McDonald's.
McDonald's. I'm not gonna eat no donuts.
Mm-mm.
That's good, Mama.
You love McDonald's? That's crazy.
I don't know. I said I don't like McDonald's. I like McDonald's.
You need to go to the market.
As soon as I'm
You work at McDonald's? You eat McDonald's every day?
what?
Do you eat McDonald's every day?
No McDonald's. Just eat like this.
A tangerine and a blueberry smoothie? That's all you eating today?
No smoothie.
Eliana, eat your food, Mom, so we can go.
I wanna see the video.
You gotta eat.
Aww. Mom, I'm
That's
tired.
crazy. It's green beans.
Mama, I'm tired.
Mm-mm. Sit up. Sit up. Eat your food now. We have to go. Eliana, sit up. Tell them she want to see the video. Eat your food. I'm making pasta today. That's what's up. Mm.
Nino.
Come on, eat some more of this and eat some more of this. Try some more. It's good for you.
I like Wendy's.
What are you scared for? You scared. You scared to try something that tastes better than McDonald's and that's healthier for you? You scared to do that? You scared to be healthy? Do you have any food recommendations for my testing title? Something nutrition homies. So, sweet potato is good. If you cook these soft enough green beans, they could try that. Oatmeal. See, for me personally, I cook. I just cook. I just have meals. Like I cook my meals, and then like whatever is new, I'll put a little bit on the Eliana plate, and then put more of whatever it is that she does eat. But I'll have her, try it or whatever. But it's really just like not giving them options is the key to feeding your child. Like most of the reason why our children, and I learned this from one of my friends, most of the reasons why our children are so picky is because we give them options. Like they can come up to you and ask you if they can have cookies or chips or XYZ. But see, when you don't like, and I'm not saying not to give your child options. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when they're young, it's best to not try to limit the options that they have, and just give them what it is that you have, because they're gonna become very picky eaters, and then you're gonna have trouble trying to feed your kids. So what I do is I cook my food, and I have her eat it. Period. Like you try it. Like you don't have an option. You are going to eat whatever I'm telling you to eat, and if you don't eat it, then you're going to be hungry. Period. Like that's not starving your child. That's just setting boundaries. Because the last thing that you want is for you to be doing something super important, and you need to, you need to do it, and they're catching a temper tantrum because they don't want to eat whatever it is that you gave them.
Mama, look at my tummy full.
That's so good, but I want you to eat just a little more. Can you take one more bite? Just one more bite.
Okay.
Just one more bite. Of this. One more bite. Just one. Just one. Then I'll give you some water. And then finish. You wanna get back? You wanna get back to this? Do you wanna get back to this? Do you wanna get back to this? Well, eat it. One time. One time. Come on. One time. One time. Here. One time. Eat it. It's good for you. One time. Let's go. Let's go. Try it. Come on. You want to get back to this? It's good.
Yummy.
See?
It looks like cake.
You see what I'm saying? It's good. See your children, they be thrown off by textures and colors. But if you sit there with your child and you, like I learned this, I had to learn this too. This wasn't something that came easily to me. One of my friends told me this. But the fact that, see, what I just did, like Eliana is not used to eating sweet potato, baked sweet potato. So I literally, I didn't force her, but I literally encouraged her to eat a piece of the sweet potato, right?
Yummy.
Children don't understand that it's good, it tastes good,
Mama,
you know what I'm saying?
these potatoes are good.
That's so awesome. Okay. See, children don't understand that it tastes good, so you have to get them to try. You have to find good ways to implement different foods to get them to try it. So the fact that I just had her, like, okay, for instance, she have a certain amount of screen time every day. So she, after she eats, she knows that she gets screen time. Well, for a certain amount of, for a certain amount of time, right? So I literally just use her screen time as a ticket to her doing whatever it is that I asked her to do. So she knows that if she doesn't eat the sweet potato, she knows that she's not getting screen time, and she's gonna be upset. So the fact that I use that against, not against her, but because I use that as a mechanism, as a tool to introduce a new food to her, and she tastes the sweet potato, she's eating all of it now. Like she's not even conflicted like she was before. She's literally eating all of the sweet potato on her plate right now as we speak. So it's a win-win. It's a win for her and it's a win for me. So in future references, now when I cook sweet potato, she's gonna know, oh, I remember mommy made me eat that and it was good. So now she's gonna continue to eat it, if that makes sense.
Mama.
Try to limit the choices that you give your child because you are the adult. Like you have to say something.
Mama,
Mm-hmm.
eat all my potatoes. They grow like a cupcake. Mama.
And sweet potatoes are good to give your child because, like she said, it's sweet. I didn't put no cinnamon on it. I didn't put no sugar on it. I didn't put nothing on it. It's just raw baked sweet potato. She think it tastes like cake. So yeah, baby. Go ahead and eat that cake. That cake right there is called sweet potato. Can you say sweet potato?
Sweet potato.
You like it?
Can I watch my phone now? I'm almost done eating, Mama.
You are.
I'm almost
Did you like your green beans?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I put it over here. It's green in it.
I put cinnamon on mine. I didn't put cinnamon on hers.
You did it?
I
What?
put cinnamon on mine.
Are you lying?
I put cinnamon on mine. I didn't put cinnamon on yours though.
No, it's lying.
Mm-hmm. Yours was wrong, baby.
Mine is wrong.
I didn't put no salt. I like eating my sweet potato raw. Like, not raw, but just straight sweet potato. It's good to me that way. I feel like less is more. So what I did was I just sprinkled a little cinnamon on mine, and that was it. And it's really good. But see, Eliana, I didn't put no cinnamon on hers, so she don't have cinnamon, so she don't even know the difference. But that's the thing too. Like
Mama,
when you feeding your child, you want to be able to feed them without dousing it in sugar and salt, because that conflicts the mind. Because like if you ever gave it to her without the sugar or salt or cinnamon, she her taste buds are not gonna recognize whatever it is that she's eating. So try to put as less seasoning on the food for the child as much as possible. I'm not saying, you know, don't make it bland, but what I'm saying is don't overdo it with the seasonings so that your child won't be able to actually taste the food that they're eating.
Mama, you put this on.
Yeah, I did.
You are lying, I told you.
Stop it. Put that down and continue to eat. Now she eating all her food.
I will win, Mama. You will lose.
I think I'm in the lead.
No, you're not.
I want to burn in some of my vegetables and my green bean mixture. But I ain't supposed. I just took the parts out that it was like way too. I just took it out. I was doing more than one thing at a time, y'all. I was doing way too much, actually. The natural flavor is delicious, but you know, when you're an adult, you know, you could. It's okay to put.
I will stop looking at you, Mama.
You want some water?
No thanks. Mama, I win, Mama. Mama, I win. Look, I win.
You really? Let me show y'all something. Y'all should have saw how much food she had on her plate. Now look at this. She had a good bit amount of sweet potatoes on there. She had 4 string beans. She ate one. And she had this whole little section right here was fish. She ate all her food. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of you. Are you full?
What? I'm full.
Are you full?
Oh, yeah, I'm full.
You want some water?
No thanks.
Are you gonna get ready to go with mommy? Can I eat your green beans?
Yeah.
Now see, this is the catch. Like what I've learned with my child. When can you go your room? Because I can't hear. And I don't want my video to get flagged for copyright. I love you. Mickey. I'll see you soon, okay? So what I learned with my child is when I put the food on her plate, if she eats majority of her food, like say for instance she didn't eat all of her green beans, but because I know she ate all of her fish and all of her sweet potato, I'm not gonna, and she ate one string bean, I'm not gonna force her to eat the rest of her string. Like I'm not gonna do that. She ate a good bit amount of food, which is the goal. The goal is to get them full. So just because she didn't eat the green beans, I'm not gonna try to, force her. And because like sometimes when you force kids, like getting a child to taste something and forcing a child to eat something is two totally different things. I'm not into forcing my child to eat her food. I'm into getting her to taste different things so that she can stretch her variety of what she wants to eat, so that when she is able to say, "Mommy, I want XYZ," she'll have more of a variety of things that she wants to eat rather than just saying like, "Okay, I just want fries." You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna force her to continue to eat if she's already ate, number one, a good bit amount of food, and especially if she ate what I asked her to taste and she ate all of it. Like that was just beautiful right there. Like you rarely see that in toddlers, because usually as parents we like to give them choices because we feel like, well, they're little me's, they're humans too, like they have a say. No, you have to, you can give them some choices sometimes, but like always giving them a choice is gonna deter them from doing what it is that they actually need to do. So yeah, exactly. We want kids to have a good relationship with food. Exactly. hmm The way that my mom, what I can remember from my mom, that's so great. Congratulations, Kia. Or Kaya, if that's how you pronounce your name. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But that's what I can remember about my mom. Like, when I was growing up, my mama didn't give us no choices. Like, we didn't have no choices because she had 8 kids. By the time she had me, I was the third kid. Nevertheless, by the time her 8th child came, we definitely didn't have choices because, she had to cook for all of us at the one time. So, like, my mom, she would introduce, like, say for instance, if she making sweet potatoes, fried fish, and macaroni and cheese or something like that, she'll put more of what we actually eat onto the plate, but then put little samples of what she's trying to introduce to us on our plate, and like she'll try to get us to try it and stuff like that. But see, for me personally, because my mama didn't give me no choices when I was growing up, I literally ate everything. Like I literally ate everything. Like even at school, like when I went to school, I would eat my school lunches, and all my friends would be like, "Ew, you eating that food?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want yours too. Like I'm hungry." But that was because my mom, she didn't force food upon me, but she just, she gave me a bigger variety. She allowed for me to, have a more variety, when it came to food. Like she introduced more foods to me rather than allowing me to just be like, oh, I just want this, I just want that. Cause I know this one lady. She has a child, and I'll tell you this example. I know this one lady. She has a child, and her child only eats chips and French fries and tacos from Taco Bell, literally. And when her child asks her, I think he's about um he's like 10 years old. So yeah, the one lady, I think he's about like 10, 11, 12 years old. He been eating like that since he was young, right? And she don't take her time to introduce food to her child. So he's still like 10, 11, 12 years old right now, and literally that's all he eats is chips and French fries and tacos from Taco Bell. Like literally, that's what I've witnessed him eat. He'll literally eat like the family size bags of chips for dinner and lunch and breakfast. Like that's highly unhealthy. Your organs are not able to process that. Neither are you getting nutrition from that. So like it's very important to make sure that you allow your child, or not even allow your child, but it's important for you to introduce different foods to your child. And like I said, always remember not to overdo it with the seasonings, because seasonings, you could go overboard with seasoning, and then your child either won't like the food because of the seasoning, or they'll not be able to eat the food if it doesn't have enough seasoning. So you always want to make sure you just have a good balance of seasoning when it comes to the food, so that your child could be able to actually taste it. Pretty much, pretty much, pretty much neighborhood, pretty much. That's awesome. Pretty much. I told Eliana, and so that made me think about this. Another thing is like, for me in my household, another thing what I mean by another thing what I mean by not giving your child options is this. In my household, I don't have snacks like chips and, like, I'm gonna say it like this. I don't have unhealthy snacks. Like I don't have Doritos and Cheetos. I don't have candy, chocolate bars. Like I don't have that stuff in my house. So when Eliana is asking for chips and cookies and stuff like that, it's always junk food. Exactly. I don't have junk food in my house. So when Eliana is asking for snacks, she knows that there is no snack like that, junk food. There is fruit. So Eliana eats fruit throughout the day. Like this morning, she had strawberries, and then she ate oatmeal. She didn't eat all of her oatmeal, but she ate a ton of strawberries, and then she ate her oatmeal. She has a vitamin supplement when every morning, because I know that she needs that as a child. Nevertheless, after she ate her strawberries and her oatmeal, she ate blueberries. She wanted another a snack after breakfast, so she ate blueberries. Yesterday she had an apple like way in the night, like when, cause children at nighttime sometimes they want a snack and stuff like that. Eliana ate a whole Honeycrisp apple, like, and you know how big those apples are. She ate her apple. And then after her blueberries, I was preparing this food, and she ate fish, she ate green beans, and she ate sweet potato. Later on today, once we come back inside, she's gonna eat more fruit. I know she's gonna eat more fruit. But if she wants like cookies and chips and stuff like that, I only give that to her at designated times. Like that's not an everyday thing. That's like a reward thing. That's like if you pick up your toys and you don't dirty your room. And she's 3 years old. Granted, she's gonna get things dirty, but I want to teach my children early about responsibility and cleanliness. So Eliana is taught and reprimanded if she takes all of her toys out of her toy box and it's just all over the floor. She cleans up. I teach her how to clean up. She washes dishes, she sweeps the floor, or at least she's learning how to do that. Of course she's 3, so she doesn't have it all the way together, but she knows what cleaning is. So if she keeps her room clean all day, which that is rare, but if she does and she's like cleaning up after herself and she's eating all of her food, like I feel really good about what she just did with her plate. She hasn't done that in a very long time. So because she did that, I know that I'm doing something right. So I'm gonna reward her with something. But if I do reward her with say like chips, it'll be popcorn chips or it'll be chickpea chips. It'll be something healthy, but it'll be chips. You know, she'll think it's chips, but it'll be healthy chips. Or if it's cookies or candy or something like that, it'll be vegan chocolate, like chocolate that doesn't have any additives, any milk or any dairy from an animal. Or and it'll only be a little piece. It's not like I'm just giving her a ton of sweets. You know what I'm saying? It's only designated time. So when she does something that requires a reward, then I'll give her stuff like that. But it's always on a healthy bait on a healthy line. Just recently, I had to reintroduce healthy stuff to her, because of the fact that I was moving at one point in time, and my loving brother, her uncle, literally he worked at McDonald's, like Nina. He worked at McDonald's and he brought her McDonald's. She was with my mom at this time, and he brought her McDonald's every single day, every single night. And so I had to take her, like I had to redirect her mind. I had to redirect her whole eating habit again, because it was just like all she was asking me what was for French fries and nuggets, and I'm like, baby, we're not eating that. So I've trying to been taking my time with reintroducing things to her. So what Eliana does, which she's been doing this since she was a child, like a baby, she mono eats. Mono eating is basically just eating one thing at a time. The only thing she doesn't mono eat is meals when we have like lunch and dinner, or breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sometimes we skip lunch because sometimes we just binge on fruit and then we'll just eat dinner, lunch, and breakfast and dinner. Nevertheless, that's the only time she don't mono eat. But throughout, other than those meals, throughout the day, she's mono eating, which means like basically, if she wants a snack or something like that, she'll eat strawberries at one time. Like in one sitting, she'll eat like 6, 7 strawberries. If she wants another snack or whatever, sometimes she just comes to me and be like, Mom, I want strawberries, and I'm like, okay. So just yesterday, she was eating strawberries the whole day. So today she has been eating blueberries. So today she's just gonna eat blueberries, and maybe tomorrow, she might eat apple or something like that. I don't know. I don't always like restrict her to one fruit. She does that naturally. That's just what she does. But that's basically what mono eating is. You eat one fruit at a time. But it's rare that I cut a ton of fruit up and then mix it all together and let her eat it. Now, for instance, if there's a fruit that I want her to try and she doesn't want to eat it, I'll and I learned this from my friend too. I drizzle agave over it. Agave is basically just like a natural syrup or whatever, but it's so good. So I'll sprinkle agave over it, and she'll eat it. That's how I got her to eat blueberries. I poured agave over it, and she ate her blueberries. And now she's eating blueberries plain, like she doesn't need the agave, because I've already introduced the fruit to her with the agave. So you know, so yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, that's what I do with Eliana. Aviana, on the other hand, she's like me when I grew up. Like Aviana will eat any and everything. Like Aviana just, that's how I am. Like I don't really care about mono eating. I'm not really that picky. Like you put food in front of me, like I'm gonna eat it. Like it's getting smashed right then and there. I don't really care. That's how Avi is. So I don't have a problem with Avi. Like Avi will eat it. Like and I'm kind of sad because she's taking a nap right now, and I really wanted to introduce um, sweet potato to her, but she's not up right now. So yeah, but Eliana, yeah, and it's I see y'all talking about smoothies. Smoothies are good too. Like we drink smoothies a lot, especially me in the mornings. But like Eliana loves smoothies. She'll come to me like out of the blue. That's her snack. You know, her snacks are fruit, nuts, tea. She'll come and ask me for tea and smoothies, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of snacking that she does. You see what I'm saying? But smoothies are a very good way to get protein in, vitamins in, vegetables and fruits in. So like I know Eliana's not gonna eat kale or spinach. So I know that if I make a smoothie for her, I can implement those greens, and then she'll drink the smoothie, and she wouldn't even know that she's eating that until she gets a little bit older to be able to develop a taste for the actual green. But other than that, like that's how we eat, baby. But yeah, guys, I wanted to. So like for me personally, I haven't really been as creative as I should be when it comes to food and stuff like that with my toddlers, only because like it's been a bit of a struggle for me. Um, with like purchasing different things to make it fun and creative. But when I really get on my feet and I really get into the position to invest into things like that, I do want to create, like her own popsicles and her own icicles and stuff like that. Cause she likes icicles, she likes that stuff. So I want to be able to invest more into stuff like that. Like just last night, I know Eliana likes muffins and she likes cupcakes. So what I did last night was I I made homemade blueberry muffins from scratch. And it was vegan, 100% vegan, homemade from scratch blueberry muffins, and she enjoyed it. And so I took the rest of the muffins that I made and I just put them in a container. And then now when she'll snack on that too. You know what I'm saying? So like if she asks me for a snack outside of fruit or something, I'll give her a muffin. But there are a ton of ways. She also likes granola bars too. Like she likes that stuff. But I like to make my own granola bars because like other granola bars, they have so many additives and chemicals in it and sugar in it is just not really good for you, for your body and for your blood. Neither is it is for your digestive system. So I've been looking up different ways that I could like make my own like granola bars and stuff like that. So recently I was giving it to her, but I stopped giving it to her. So she's not really asking for it anymore. She's kind of just going for the fruit more. But yeah, once I get my stuff together and situated, I want to be able to create and implement more more creative ways of feeding her. But for right now, it's working. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is working. I'm seeing results, and that's just what it is. Yeah, I think it's important. I made a video on my YouTube if y'all didn't see, but I think it's important for us to make our own food. Like anything that you buy from the store, you can make it yourself. And like I really feel like we sleep on a freezer. Like we really be sleeping on a freezer because you can make like you could take some time out of your day and make whatever dish that you want and then freeze like literally freeze it. You know what I'm saying? So where to the point where if you wanted to eat that on another day, you could just go in the freezer and and thaw it out and warm it up in the oven. Nevertheless, I think it's really important to create our own foods. Like it's really important. Like prepping your food is really important. I think that we all should take a certain amount of time out every week to prep our own food because the food that we're eating, bro, like even the food that I just ate wasn't 100% healthy. Like I'm pretty sure that those string beans was genetically modified in some kind of way. Nevertheless, that's something that is out of my control at the moment, and I would have to go all the way out my way to find some organic green beans. Nevertheless, I don't have the resources to do that right now. So I just, simplified it in the way that is most healthiest. Nevertheless, I just feel that we should be growing our own food, prepping our own food, creating our own meals, and doing everything ourselves because this food is not healthy. There's a ton of chemicals, a ton of poison, a ton of every toxins in it, and when we consume these chemicals and these toxins, we all know, and if you don't know, you have in the center of your brain is a diacephalon. It's called your diacephalon, and that is the spectrum of your endocrine system, a part of your endocrine system where your brain releases hormones throughout your body for to signal each cell or each organ in your body to do XYZ to function properly. So when we eat these foods, eat these chemicals and digest these toxins, we literally are altering the way our diacephalon and our via our endocrine system produces the hormones properly throughout our body to function well. So if you got kidney failure or heart failure or diabetes or pancreas issues or liver issues or whatever it is because your endocrine system is not producing a certain and proper amount of hormone to and throughout your body so that your organs can function properly. Now, the doctors will tell us that eating milk from a cow and eating things from other animals and eating these genetically modified foods are good for us because they give us calcium and they give us XYZ. But when you do the math and you look at the statistics behind the disease that comes from this lifestyle and eating this way, you realize that this is the very reason why people have all of these diseases. And also, is totally tied into money. So it's all about keeping the rat rail going so that they can get money from us, so that they can have us in the cycle, so that this society can stay afloat. So if we were to ever really step back and take ourselves away from the supermarkets and stop purchasing foods that are not healthy for us at supermarkets, their economy or this economy will plummet and they wouldn't be able to sell us that anymore. This is why they put Monsanto on the plants and everything like that because they knew this society knows that when they have a patent on plant matter and they can genetically modify it whatever seeds that you get from whatever it is from whatever plants, like say for instance this potato could very well much be genetically modified under the Monsanto law. I can't lawfully take this potato, cut it up, and plant it in my backyard because Monsanto owns this potato. And if at any moment I was to get FDA inspected or anything like that because somebody told on me or whatever the case may be, I could go to jail. So it's so many things that goes against how we're actually supposed to be living. But I think it's important that we find the loopholes and the ways around that so that we can keep ourselves healthy. Because who wants to have gestational diabetes when you're pregnant? Who wants to have diabetes, period? Who wants to have failing kidney or failing liver or a failing pancreas when our body needs to be thriving and we have to go spend money that we don't have for help for a health matter that we should already be taking care of ourselves. Like, who wants to do that? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this is why I live the way that I live. This is why I choose to eat as healthy as I eat. And I'm not perfect. I don't always eat 100% healthy, but I know that majority of my lifestyle is eating healthy, eating non-GMO, and creating different ways in my household that can keep me healthy, living healthy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I hope that I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I hope you guys really just be more healthy. I mean, this is the way I live. You know what I'm saying? And I like talking about it. So I hope that you guys found some value in everything that I just said. If you have questions, I mean, you can comment below. Comment, like, and subscribe, and share, whatever, however they say that on the YouTubes. Nevertheless, I love you guys. I'm going to see you guys later. I have other things to do. I have to go run some errands, and I'll see you next time. Later.